Hey everyone, it's Travis from Franzi and Travis. Welcome back to our channel, and for those of you who've just clicked on this for the first time, welcome to our channel. I understand work can be really hard to find because I've been in that situation myself and it's not a good feeling. So today I'm going to share with you guys some tips on how to get the perfect job. So to begin our video, I'll just give you guys a quick little run through and let you know what I do for work. I currently work in promo, events, and a little bit of customer service on the side. So what that basically means is that in one section I work in events, so I'm like an event assistant, so I basically help set up like the whole event. So if there needs to be like gates or things set up, or any flags, bollards, banners, whatever, I'm in charge of that, and I can just set them up and basically set the base event up. Second thing, when I work in promo, basically companies or big brands come to companies I work for and they say, look, can you promote our brand through like different ways, activations, product testing, product sampling, all these like really cool fun things to do. I've worked for a couple of different brands before promoting different products, and I just have such a fun time. You always work with new people, you always work with different people. It's just such a fun thing to do. It's like nothing else ever. It's just so fun. And then the third thing that I do is I work in sort of customer service. I work for one other company and we basically get tickets for people. So if there's going to be a convention or event on or something, you just come to us, we can like type out your ticket and then issue you with your ticket, and then you can get into the event and have a good time. I'm going to just be upfront with you and tell you that first of all, so many companies out there just want people based on their looks, and it sucks to say that because you might have all the qualifications in the world, but if you're not attractive or to their standard of what they're looking for, they just won't hire you, and that kind of sucks. So one tip I just can't stress enough to you guys, and seriously it will help you so much, is there's a thing called lookism, and basically like it's a theme. It's sort of like, say, racism or sexism. Someone can't not hire you just because of the way you look. However, if that is the case, what I want you guys to do is not necessarily improve yourself, but think about what company you're applying for, look at how everyone else is, try to adapt to them. So let's just say you're going for like a position in like retail for like a surf shop. They're not going to hire you if you walk in all corporate like with a business suit, this and that. They're going to want someone that relates to them and someone that can relate to the products and all the other stuff, someone that just naturally fits in. Whereas if you're going for a corporate job, it's pretty much the opposite. So if they're not going to hire someone that has like surfer hair or like singlets and like shorts. They're going to think they don't take this job seriously. We're looking for people who want to be really formal. I've actually been in that situation before where I've tried to apply for so much work. As soon as I finished school, I just applied for so much work and literally no one would hire me. I was very shy at first and I handed in my resume to so many different places, and then they just didn't get back to me, or they said it's not what they're looking for at the time. So I was kind of a little bit like devastated about that. But yeah, so then within either the first year or second year of leaving school, I just went through this change and this big transformation. So like I got my hair done, I changed my style, I changed like heaps of things about me because I just wanted to improve myself and improve my confidence and the way I look and stuff. And ever since that happened, I just feel like so much stuff is being so much like success for me. Like I feel like I can apply for any job and get it straight away, just because I've been through all the rejections and all the failures and stuff. So seriously guys, no matter how many times you get rejected from a place, don't let that get to you. Learn from that. Find out maybe what you're doing wrong, what you can work on in the future, what you can do to like improve that. So just seriously consider what job you're applying for. Think about, oh, look at all the other staff that are working there. Maybe you can like get some tips from them. Say, how do you go about working here? Can you put in a good word for me? Something like that. Also related to looks and stuff is basically someone's not going to hire someone who looks very shabby. If you take the time to make yourself look appropriate, look nice, whatever, the manager is definitely going to consider you and may even hire you. So if you do these things, like even basic things, like just make sure you brush your teeth and just like, so you have nice clean teeth. Make sure you don't have like bed hair or hat hair or whatever. Just make sure your hair looks relatively maintained or nice or whatever. Or even for the time, maybe just style it up a little bit, whatever. Also, just basic hygiene as well. Make sure you, like, this may sound silly, but if you wear a really good cologne or good deodorant or something, and then you walk past the managers or workers, or you leave the store, like, with that smell, it's something they'll remember you by. So they'll say, oh, that person, like, they might not say they had really good hygiene, but, like, it's not a negative, is what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so just keep, like, the basic rules, basic hygiene, cleanliness, make sure you look appropriate and stuff. And then, that's definitely a foot in the door for you guys. And just one other tip, if you guys really are struggling to get a job and you just can't find, nothing's working for you or whatever, seriously, send me a tweet or something, or just comment something in the video below and just tell me what's going on, that, like, either heaps of places aren't hiring you or just you can't seem to find work, and let me know, and I'll be able to try and help you or give you some tips, and hopefully that can get you on your way to properly getting work, because, like, I work now and, like, I just love always being at work, always earning income. It's just the greatest feeling. So seriously guys, if you are really in doubt, just literally holler at me, and, like, I'll try and do the best I can for you. One thing that would definitely help you to be successful with handing in your resume and just not having someone, like, throw it in the bin or whatever, but making them want to consider you, is that if let's just say you're doing the old-fashioned thing and handing your resume in person, it does not hurt at all to make sure you have a really happy attitude, smile, be positive, be friendly, have a bit of a conversation with the manager. Don't just be like, hi, I just want to drop my resume and that's it. Ask a couple of questions, obviously not regarding pay or anything, but just, like, what the hours might be like if you get accepted, just what kind of customers you deal with, if there's, like, any bad things to look out for, good things, and just really try and, how can I say this, just try and, like, engage with them and just try and connect immediately, so then as soon as you leave and, like, you guys depart from each other, like, there's that connection that's just been built, so naturally you've got something to go by, so then whoever is looking at your resume or whatever will remember you and, like, they'll just remember you and say, like, wow, that person had a really good attitude, maybe they are more suitable for the job. So not only is it, like, looks that can help, but definitely an attitude. If you're just happy, confident, you should be a shoo-in. Alright, the next thing, guys, that I want to bring up is resumes. The resume is pretty much 50% of you getting the job. If you don't have a good resume, there's not a good chance that you will get the job. The amount of resumes I've been through is ridiculous. I've been through at least 20 different kinds of resumes, because so much people are like, do it this way, do it that way, if you add these different fonts, if you add this different style, it'll help you. But I found that none of them helped me except the one that I made up myself. So no matter who tells you what kind of resume to do, I guess it all just depends on how you do it, because it reflects you and your style and stuff. Like, if you are going for a corporate job but you don't know an appropriate resume to do, it probably will jinx your chances of, like, getting anything in. And I mean, not that you need a resume for, like, corporate stuff, but, like, it's all just about appropriation and stuff. If you don't have something that's appropriate, you know, I've tried different fonts, different sizes, different layouts, adding pictures, not adding pictures, adding photos. Seriously, there's not I don't know if there's a single correct way to do a resume, but I think you guys should just do what you think is right for you. I literally have a copy of my resume, like, right here. And I'm just, like, scanning over it. Obviously, I've got my details at the top. And then I've written, like, a little paragraph just about me and stuff. Just so, rather than getting straight to the point of, like, what my skills are and stuff, it's like, from the second that whoever is looking at my resume, from the second that they read the start thing, they get to know like a bit about me and just how I am and who I am and stuff, really. So then they'll, like, once they read that, and then they go on to your other things like your core skills and stuff, what you can do, what you've achieved, certificates, whatever your interests are. It's like they can really start to understand who you are, and if you're appropriate for the thing, they will contact you and say, we really liked your resume, we think you are excellent and you're an excellent candidate for the job, so we'd love to have you on board. It's definitely good to make sure you always write down all your relevant work experience, anything you've done. And if you are just starting out for the first time and you have no work whatsoever, the best thing that I can recommend, and I know it's going to sound corny and cheesy, but seriously guys, volunteer anywhere as much as you can, because if you have absolutely nothing on your resume, once you start volunteering, it starts filling up your resume, and then you go from having nothing to something, and then from there, if you always keep volunteering at so many places, that can be your relevant work experience. Then when you go to apply for a job, they can say, well, even though you haven't worked before, you've got all this relative volunteer work, so if you're willing to do that for free, we're willing to pay you to do the exact same thing. And yeah. And my final tip for you guys is, please do not be scared of rejection. Places might say, look, sorry, you're not what we're looking for at this time. We're already full, we've got other things, we're just not looking for people at the time. Please guys, do not let this be a thing to scare you off, because if you apply at one place and then they say, you're not what we're looking for, and then you, like, don't let that demotivate you to keep trying. First of all, if they say no at the time, it might just be simply they're not looking at that specific time. Try again in a month or 2 or 3. If you try a couple of times, it shows you're more passionate and you're actually really interested in wanting to get this job. So try a couple of times. Don't let that be the barrier for you to say, oh, I don't want to apply for this work anymore, I don't want to do this or that, because I literally have been in that situation, and I've applied somewhere that I really wanted to work, and they said, look, sorry, you're not what we're looking for at the time. So I went out, got more experience and stuff, then applied again, and sure in fact I actually did get it. So I just don't want you guys to be put off applying for some places. I know definitely in Australia we have Christmas casuals and stuff, so that's definitely a good time to apply for work. Just because so many stores just need those extra couple of people here and there, whatever. Yeah, so I reckon the best time to apply for work is probably around Christmas time, because if you become a Christmas casual and then they see what you do and they can see what you're capable of and they really like you, well then they can offer you part-time or full-time work. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much guys for watching my how to get a job video. I really hope you guys got at least one thing out of it, or hopefully the best thing is you got a job out of it. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any comments, questions, please let me know. Literally anything, pop them down in the comments below, and I shall see you guys soon. Bye guys.